Good morning. Welcome to Stampin' All Day with Bev. I think I need to turn you around. Yes. Okay. Hello, hello. Who remembers that I'm here? Anyone? Come visit, my friends. It might be 8, nope, not quite. I got another minute. So this is my new time, Wednesdays at 8:30. It's working out pretty good for me. So I hope it's working out good for you, all my friends that are at Mountain Time, Central Time, Eastern Time. Welcome, everybody. I remembered my Joe. It's 8:30. So I can clear my throat when I need to and get going. I see someone here. I see more coming. Welcome, good morning. Come on in. You brighten my day every time you're here. Hi, Lori. Hello, hello. Okay, it is 8:30? Yeah, gotta get used to the time. 8:30, so we're gonna get started. Welcome to Stampin' All Day with Bev. I am your host. I am Bev, and I live in Tracy, California. Please let me know where you're from. Hi, Lori. If you're new, ask me any questions. I try to look up as much as I can during my lives to see if there are any questions. But if I miss you, hi, Viola. Either your name didn't pop up for some reason, or in real time I didn't see it, and I will get back to you when I watch the replay. So just so you know, when my lives are over, I go watch the replay, looking for questions and kind of seeing how I did in my opinion and what I need to do better and correct and all those types of things. So if you are looking to order with me, you need my host code. That is, if you have a pen or pencil, that is, for May, it's 9B as in boy, T as in Tom, T as in Tom, W as in way, H as in help, M as in me, 3, the number 3. But I'll flip that down and show you that so you can take a snapshot if you want. And my online store is BeverleeStamps.stampinup.net. So please, if you want to place an order with me and you don't already have a demonstrator, I'd love to have you, and I would love to be your creative coach. I also have a YouTube channel. I will upload this replay onto YouTube, and that is just my name. So if you want to send someone to YouTube to visit me, please do. Just tell them to go to Beverlee Morales on YouTube, and they will find me there. I have an email. It's mofun44@icloud.com, and I would love to hear from you. As a matter of fact, I want to thank those of you who have sent me emails and let me know how you're feeling about the cards that I've been making. I am humbled, actually. I am humbled. The words you use and the kindness that you send is one of the main reasons that I do this. I love spreading what I do, and I am very grateful that you enjoy it. So that just brightens my day. Let me turn you down, and we're going to get started with today's card. I'm kind of excited because, as you know, my favorites are the neutrals, and so I tend to use white and vanilla, which I did use white. I tend to use the early espressos and the crumb cakes and all the colors in the neutrals. So yeah, navy blues even, it's just my favorite thing. We all have our little color palettes that we love, right? But today, well, I did this the other day, but today's card is what I should say is bursting with color. I just love it. Oh my goodness. I might have changed my tune here with the colors I use. Hi, Karen Kirshner. Hi, Deborah French. Okay, so let me turn you down now, and we're going to get started with this. Okie dokie. Let me get this over here a little bit. So there's a snapshot of my host code. There's a snapshot of my website where you can order 24/7, my YouTube channel, and my email. Okie dokie. We have a winner, chicken dinner. Oh my goodness. I know where, hold on. I gotta go get her name. I printed it out, but I forgot to put it in the card. So give me 1 second, because that's half the fun, is being a surprise, right? It is for me anyway. So I like to surprise all of you, and I like to thank you for watching by sending you a card. Hey, Mary Kay. All right, so I'm real happy with the responses. Let me take one more drink and put this aside. The responses, the comments, the personal emails, the messages that I received about this card. I knew that I loved it a lot. And I was hoping you did too. Sometimes I'm out of the box quite a bit. And this is a new technique for some of you. It definitely was for me. Tinting the embossed images with white and then putting the focal point color on top. And it went over very, very well. So I'm glad that you guys liked it. And I'm really excited to give this one away to one of our viewers and commenters. And who may that be? Lori Constant. Yes, Lori, you won this card. Woohoo! Thrilled for you. I can, if I go out today, which I think I'm going to, I can drop this off into your mailbox, or if you're coming this way, let me know and you can pick it up. Either way is fine with me. All right. So let's go into the catalog and see what I'm using. Attention shoppers. That is what I'm using. What page is it on? Page 65. And it's so funny to me. This bookmark is a double butterfly. Hey, Lynn. And every time I open up my, yes way, Lori. Every time I open my catalog to this page with my bookmark, I have to fluff the butterfly. I think all stampers, when they receive a card with a bookmark on it, they'll fluff this, right? So attention shoppers, page 65, there is a bundle. And what that means is that you can order the bundle and you will receive 10% off the price if you were to order the items separately. But if you only want the stamp set, if you only want the dies, you can get them separately. Now, what I love about this shopping cart is that more than just these items that are in the stamp set will fit in here. For instance, there's a stamp set that has artist, like paintbrushes and everything, scissors, and hey, Claudia, things that you use in your art. And those will fit in there. So you could send a crafter a cart full of art supplies, things like that. Let's look over here. Let's look over here, just as an example. I think that the onesie would be too big, but the rattle would fit. So you could, the hanger would fit. So you could put different items in that cart. So don't shut yourself off to only using the items in the stamp set. Although today that is what I'm using. The items in the stamp set, I'm using the cake and the bottle and the bouquet of flowers. All right, so here we go. On the card will be the cake, some bottles, and some bouquets of flowers, and I am using the cart and the words treat yourself. Hey, Sharon, good morning. Thank you for being here. On Lori's card, I married it up with the painted lavender, and I used the Just For You and the shopping bag. So, and some different dies. So I'm changing it up today so you have a whole completely different look. What did I marry it with? I married it with the Wanted to Say dies. Now, I looked these up for you because I promised that I was going to tell you where you can find these things. And this is not available right now, just right now on the 8th, but it will be available online the 13th, the week of May 13th. So that's just right around the corner. If you fall in love with this, which I certainly did, you will want these dies. It just really dresses up your cards a lot. Whoa, I'm using markers, Stampin' Write markers. Told you I had color. Hi, Mary Jo. I haven't used my Stampin' Up! Markers in quite a while. We have the blends, we have the watercolor pencils, we have the chalks, we have the stamp pads, we have watercoloring, we have many, many, many ways to color. But for this specific set, I found that I fell in love with the markers all over again. And embossing, gold embossing. Where are the markers? Page 136 through 139. Below the family colors, you will find the assortment of markers, depending on the colors you want. And you can also go to page 131, and you'll see the whole collection, and you will save 10% if you get the whole collection. The whole collection is $126, but let me tell you a secret. Here's what I would do if I needed them all, wanted them all. If I had a $150 workshop order for myself, I would pick this as my half-off item. Yeah, $63 for every single color, every single family color. That's what I would do. So just a little advice there. I'm going to use Versamark ink. This is on page 126 of the current catalog. And also gold embossing powder, page 126 of the current catalog. Same page, 126, the heat tool. Ours is very, very nice, the Stampin' Up! One. Now, back in the day, I used to say, if I was going to get a heat tool, I'd go to Michael's and I'd get one with a half-off coupon because they're a little cheaper and things. But this one has 2 speeds. See that? High and low. And it's quieter, much quieter than those that are out there. So another thing you could get with, hi Annie, if you are a hostess and get this as your half-off item or your free merchandise. So just things to think about. I could not find the tray, so I'm thinking we don't have this tray anymore, but if you know we do and you find it somewhere, please let me know. I'm going to keep looking, but I didn't have time to go online to see if the number punched up, but I will be using my tray. So hopefully you got this. If it's gone, it comes with a brush and the reverse tweezers and the embossing buddy. Such a cool tool. All right. You guys fell in love with the eyelet folder. It's on page 129. Here is its code. It's in the annual catalog. And what the 1 and 4 means is that's just the platforms that I use when I run it through my cut and emboss machine. I try to put that on there so when people come to open house or come to use my cut and emboss machine, they know what platforms they need to use. Plus, I'm helping you online know what platforms you need when you're using this one here. Okay, let's see. I'm using low inventory gold. This says silver, so pay no attention to that. I just put them all together in this pack. But you'll find it on page 110 of the current catalog, and I saw that it's low inventory if you want gold foil paper. And then my card base is our basic white. You'll find that on page 139, and the code is 159276. Okie dokie. Are you ready for my excitement? I think I'm so excited because I don't use color this much, ever. And I just love it. Oh, what do you think? Look at this rainbow of color. Okay, now what this card made me think of. Oh, hey, I forgot to turn on one of my lights. What this card made me think of is my friends, you, all of my friends. If I was coming to your house on your birthday, thank you for all the hearts. I would want to bring a bouquet of flowers. But when I'm shopping, I'd say, oh, do I want to give her yellow? Do I want to give her pink? Do I want to buy the purple ones? Which ones do I want to buy? Oh, heck, I'll just get them all. Fill the cart up, right? Then the bubbly or the lemonade or whatever drinks we want to have. Let's get plenty so we can party hardy, right? Here is the birthday cake, and look at the wanted to say happy birthday. I just love it all. And look how pretty these images are embossed and layered on the gold foil sheets to match the gold embossing. Just an easy card, but yet full of, oh, it's still available. Thank you, my dear. Okay, yes, that is the code. I have that. Do you have, is it online, Lori? Or is, I guess it's online, or is it, what do I want to say? Is it online or is it in the catalog and I missed it? See how, oh my gosh, Lori's just an angel. Okay, so, it's still available. The tray is, if you need it. So I'm hoping you're loving this as much as I do. Now, I wanted the cart to stand out, and so I cut that out in black. So let me show you the items you need. Here is basic black cardstock, and here is the cart. Okay, so I think I'll cut things out now. Here is the cake. We have to stamp it on some scrap. Now, I didn't want you to have to watch me cut out all of these pieces. Oh, I did it already, yay. Okay, so I cut some of them out. I did the cake already. Here she is. I did 2 of the bouquets already, but I'm gonna stamp one for you and color it in. I did 2 of the bottles already. See, I do things in advance and I don't even know what I do. So I'll do one for you just so you don't have to watch. And I cut out one of the happy birthdays, but I'm going to cut out another one. And they do pop out of the die separately. Hey, Karen, how are you? Okay, so they do come separately, and I really like that because you could just use the happy if you wanted to and place the birthday somewhere completely different or however you want to do it. So this is my little stack of already done. So here is some scrap paper, and I'm going to have to stamp and emboss 1 bouquet of flowers, 1 bottle, and I think that's it. Okay. So Versamark ink. Let's ink this up and get our tray ready. Oh, you don't know how happy I am that this tray is still available. So useful. We had it years and years and years ago. Then they took it away, and then they brought it back. And oh my gosh, hallelujah, happy day. Okay, so here's the bottle. You're not going to be able to see it until I pour the powder on, so I'll do that right now so you can see. My pad might be a little bit dry. I didn't check that. Now, if you get some excess powder sticking, it's 2 reasons. 1, you didn't use your embossing buddy, which I didn't do. There, that's better. And you can brush it away with this brush that comes with the tray. Okay, and then let's use the embossing buddy for the bouquet. And I'm going to ink this up. I'm going to press harder. Hi, Velita. Welcome. And stamp that where I use the embossing buddy. Press hard. Get that good image on there. And then pour on my powder. Am I in camera? Yeah. See how much better that all that didn't stick to the cardstock because I used the embossing buddy. So there we go. All right. I like to put this away right away because you're taking out your heat tool. And when you take out your heat tool, what does it do? It blows air, hot air, wherever you point it, so you can emboss your item. Now, I've had the question asked, does this dry? Do you have to hurry and heat it up? No, you could leave it there for hours. The powder is sitting on the Versamark ink, and it's not going to do anything unless you touch it and smear it, because it's not embossed yet. But you can do stamp and put your powder, stamp and put your powder, and then heat it when you're ready to heat it. But I put this away because I don't want to spill it, because one bottle of embossing powder will last you a long time. Now you're going to see when you go to page 126 that you get multiple bottles with one item number. I think it's basics and I forget, but there's two different embossing powder groups. Okay, let's get our heat tool. And well, here's another good thing about this reverse tweezers. If you don't want to burn your fingers, which I don't, you can use those to hold your paper. Hi, Linda, welcome. And I just point right at my embossed item, and I wait for it to heat up and turn gold. See that? So a lot of people do this. That just takes longer. So I hold it still and let it emboss. When you see it turn gold, then you move your heat tool or move your paper, and you look. I move it around like this to make sure I see every single part of the image is shiny. That means it's done. If there's a dull area, then it's not heated yet, and it will smear off if you touch it. So this one's done. So I'm going to put that aside because I need to fold my card now, because you're going to see that I embossed Treat Yourself right here. So we want to do that right now since my embossing stuff is out. So this is a 4 1/4 by 11 piece of cardstock. So I took one sheet of cardstock, portrait style, and just cut it at 4 1/4, and this is what I have. Okay, so that makes one card, and I'm going to fold it over, press down, and I'm going to use my bone folder to burnish my fold. And you will find your bone folders on page 121 of the new catalog. Have a little bit of residue here, not enough to see, but you can feel it. So I'm going to get rid of that. Turn it over and burnish the other side as well. And then I'm going to take the front part of my card and simply fold it back. A lot of people measure and do score lines and on their tools, but this is the easiest way. We don't have a lot of time, so I just do it like that, and it's perfect every single time. So there's our fold. So now we need to stamp Treat Yourself right there and emboss it. Okay, here is the stamp also in the kit. Let's see, I have 2 Versamarks out here. Let's see if this one's got a little bit more ink on it. I'm going to stamp it, make sure there's no color there. Yeah, that's good. It's clean. My stamp got stained, so I couldn't tell if it was clean or not, and I'm going to stamp it right here. I forgot to use my embossing buddy, but I lucked out. It did well. See that one? That pad has got more ink on it, so it grabbed better. Okay, let's heat this up. I've got enough cardstock here where I don't feel like I'll burn myself, so I don't have to use my reverse tweezers. But if you have a little piece of cardstock, you definitely want to put them on the tweezers. Okay. All right, now I have a little piece of cardstock. It measures 2.5 by 4, 2.5 2.5 by 4. Hi, Richard. And that fits right there. Let's look at the card again. It sounded like a cardigan, like a sweater. The card again. And see how I use the eyelet folder, but can you tell that there's a little bit of gold in there? Just a slight touch. You might not be able to tell that on camera, but let me show you how I did that. I'm gonna pile these all up in the same place so I don't lose them. So let's take our eyelet folder and I'm gonna cover up my Versamark. And I used Encore Gold. Now this is an old ink pad, and I don't believe we have them in the catalog anymore, but I know my customers have them. So just a technique to teach you if you don't know about this, to ink up your folders, and a technique to remind you of if you do know it and you have this ink pad, and you can put a little bit of gold on your card. Now I didn't emboss it, I just used the ink. So I'm going to put my cardstock there. It's straight, so I'm going to hold it down and I'm going to bring over my cut and emboss machine now. Okay, I need platform number 1 and number 4. This is number 1. This dark gray one is number 4. And I'm going to put my folder in with the fold of the folder going in first or last, as long as you don't have it going in like this, because if you turn it sideways, it will ruin this folded part of your folder, and then it'll come apart and break. So you want to put that fold in first or last to ensure you don't break your folders. Okay, let's see. I tried to ink it up lightly. And I guess I did too lightly. It's barely in there. I know you're not going to be able to see it on camera at all. So it's barely in there. So if you want more, let's see what's going to happen here. Let's try something. I was trying not to overwhelm it, so I didn't put enough. Now what do I do with my gold pad? I'm going to do this. Again, I'm pressing very lightly because I don't want a whole bunch. So this is a second way. This is going to look a little bit different than the original card, because the original card has the gold ink in the flat areas because I put more on the folder, and this one has more gold on the embossed areas because they're popping up, and that's where the ink is going to grab. Okay, still beautiful either way, and I think it adds to your card. So there we go. Let's take our Tombow liquid glue and get this on the card. When I have a lot of pieces, I like to put down as much as I can so I don't misplace it. Okay, so then we have, I need a liner piece. See if I have any in my box. There we go, for the inside of the card. And this is just the basic liner, 4 by 5 1/4. And let's look at the card, and we see that nothing's interfering with that liner piece, so we can put it down now. And then we have the whole base of the card ready to go. Lay everything down flat. So, and put your card on your grid lines of your grid paper. place this down. Okay, card base finished. Hello, Sharon Buckner. How is my friend? All right, let's come back to the cut and emboss machine. And we're going to change platforms. We need 1, 2, and these all come with the machine. A number 3, mine's cracked. In fact, I don't see that big crack. I think I need to get rid of this one. Number 3. And then my black cardstock and my little cart. All right, I have the bottle and the bouquet. And I'm going to do the happy birthday separately. For the bottle, I'm going to glue it down, not glue it down, I'm going to tape it down for sure. I don't want it to move. And see how I use my finger to push down the tape around the die so it holds down those smaller ones very well. And then the bouquet. Yes, Sharon, every Wednesday at 8:30 now. Having a little bit more time and staying pretty caught up. So I can come back to twice a week now, which is such a blessing for me. I hope you guys like it too. And now I'm going to run this through. Cut these out. And I need to run the happy birthday through as well. Now, when the grocery cart cuts, it drops all these little square kind of like dillies. And then here is the wheels, the bottom part of the cart. And throw this away. And take this out. This is what I need, right? Okay, and here's the little cart. Super, super, super cute. Now, I made a card, where is it? With 2 gold carts. And all those little squares that fall out, I used them as confetti. But wait, what the heck? I have one cart facing one way and another cart facing the other way. How do we do that? Do we know how to do that? So cut out your cart like this, just like I just did. And then for the cart going the other direction, flip your paper over and cut it out, and it will be going the other direction. So this reminded me so much of running into a friend at the store and just saying, howdy, isn't that cute? So you can have a cart going in both directions. Okay, back to what I was. So I love these as confetti. I think they're not itty bitty, they're not huge, they're just right. So they're very useful. All right, so here is another bottle. I need to color that one. And then here is another bouquet. Hi, Jocelyn. I need to color that one. And my cake was already done, and my other bottles and bouquets were already done. So I think I'm good. Oh, I knew there was something else. My happy birthday. Okay, so here is the happy birthday. I'm looking for my cardstock that I had out for that. We just need a scrap. So here we go. Does that fit? Oh, just barely. Living life on the edge here. Okay, I'm like, wait, Bev, how that doesn't have the words. This is the right one. This is the one that says happy birthday. Okay, so here we go. Happy birthday. Tape that down. And then the outline happy birthday on the gold. I don't need to tape that down because it's wide enough, and no matter where it cuts, it'll be fine. So let's go through, and then we'll have all our pieces. So today, sometime, I get to go shopping for a little while for a Mother's Day present for my mother-in-law. So there's the outline of the happy birthday in the gold. It's okay, Jocelyn. So see how it backs up the happy birthday on the card? Just love that. And that's true of all the words in this set. And what is this set again? Wanted to Say dies, available the week of May 13th. I wouldn't throw this away because there's plenty of gold to use for little things there. Okay, and then here is the actual words, happy birthday. Hi, Vicki. Thank you for your beautiful message yesterday. Aw, so sweet. Cannot wait till you can come to Tracy and we meet. Hope you're feeling better. There is our happy birthday. And I'm just going to punch out the center of the A, the top of the H, and the bottom of the Y, and then the A here, and the P, and the Y. Now, I showed you earlier that I have all these pieces cut out, so you didn't have to watch me do it a bunch of times. So I forgot a little piece. And you'll see there's 2 happy birthdays. You definitely do not need to do this, 2 of them. I just do it because I like it thicker. I like my words to really be thick here, so I double them. Don't even, I can tell, but I don't know if anybody else could tell, and if it's not necessary is my point, but I love the idea of it. So I squeeze a little bit of my glue out, and then I use the nose of the applicator to spread that little bit of glue around my whole word. If it starts to run dry before you're done with your whole word, then you can squeeze out a little bit more, but usually that's plenty. If you squeeze out too much, you'll have it running out. Don't have a heavy hand with the glue at all. Less is more. And so we've got a thick birthday here. Really like that a lot. Let's do the same with happy. And you definitely need your silicone sheet for this technique, and it's on page 127 of the current annual catalog. Now see this glue here on the applicator is from the first squeeze. So see what I mean? It goes a long ways. You don't need to keep squeezing. You just need to push it around. And then anything that gets on your silicone mat is okay. It dries clear, and then you can just clean it off by rolling your fingers across it. It rolls off into a ball, and you can just throw it in the trash. Happy birthday. Okay. But that color, oh my gosh, that color. So what colors am I using? I'm using Flirty Flamingo, I believe. Yep, Flirty Flamingo and the wide end. Now look at your markers. They have a wide end with the wide strip that tells you that's the wide end. Then they have a thin narrow strip and that tells you that's the pointer. Now why do we have a pointer? Because you can write. You can sign your name. You can write a message with this. It's like a pen. Okay, so let's go to happy. And I'm going to turn it upside down. And I'm going to use the side of my marker. And I'm going to just color the top part of happy. This isn't hard, but it packs a punch in the look. You can go down as far as you want, and you can come back and get the edges after you get the main flat part done. There you go. Oh, let's color the cake while we're at it. The cake is the same color, so I'm going to keep my pen open and out and get everything pink. Flirty Flamingo that I can. And this is a white cake with strawberry frosting. Okay, and you know, I wanted to cut down on the coloring, so that's another reason the embossing is so great, because it makes the cake look so pretty with the gold trim and not so much work. Okay, so there's that, and then we need, probably we need this bottle to be Flirty Flamingo. Now, when I was coloring these, I thought they were adorable, but I wanted a little bit more cuteness to them. Thanks, Mary Jo. So I left the center of the bottle white and just did the bottom and the top. Then I took my marker and I just drew little circles for polka dots right here, just to cutesy it up a bit. See that one? The yellow one I haven't done yet. Hi, Linda. See that? So cute. So that could be lemonade, pink lemonade. This could be grape. And what would yellow be? I don't know. So is that all the pink I need? If it's not, I'll come back. Let's do the polka dots right now so I don't forget. Okay, my bottles are finished. Now let's go back and see how these snap onto the back so you don't have to hold them in your hand or lose them on your table. You always learn something new. Hallelujah, hallelujah, yay! That is my goal. When somebody tells me they learned something new, I am beyond happy. Yay! A good teacher teaches something new, right? So that means I'm doing okay. So I'm coloring the bottom part of my words with Daffodil Delight. Let me see if I got it right here. Yeah, Daffodil Delight. Hey, how about that? And the side of my marker, just for width, just to get it done faster. And I don't want to ruin my fine point if I can help it. So just go over it until you're happy with its color. And the lighter color can go over the darker color and it won't even be noticed. So look, hi Pam. So look how cute. Love it. All right, and then the birthday is going, let's look at the card. The birthday is going to go right underneath the happy. So I wanted the yellow to match, so I'm going to do the top of the birthday in the same Daffodil Delight. This is a little bit wider of a letter, so I'm going to just color it on its own. And I'm trying to stay pretty even. But like I said, the next color is going to be darker, so it will meet up and you won't even notice. Get a little bit of the top of that hump there on the H. Let's go to the D. I found this so relaxing and fun. I really had fun making this card. And I think it shows how happy it is. It's a happy card. Okay, so there's the yellow top. And then this is what I meant about when you look at it, if you need to get up on the top parts there, you can. Hey, Diane. And then let's do the Highland Heather. Why did I pick Highland Heather, not Gorgeous Grape? It's a little bit lighter. And I did the same thing on that other card. Remember, I had two. I had Gorgeous Grape and Highland Heather. I hope my hand's not in the way. For the flowers here, the Gorgeous Grape would kind of take away the detail. So I chose to go a little lighter so we can keep the detail in those flowers more prominent. I love this take your pick tool. It's like another finger, right? A finger that you can't burn or hurt. Watching my great-grand... Oh, you're in Elk Grove. You're not too far. You come back and forth so much. You're so blessed, Diane. I know you know. Good for you. I'm happy for you. I got to come see that gorgeous house. It's on my list of things to do someday. All right. So all the colors that are in the bouquets, and see here. So oh, that's what I forgot. I forgot to do my pink bouquet. I knew I was going to forget something. So again, I just colored the flowers. And then the white tissue or floral bouquet holder, whatever you want to call it. I don't even know what to call it. I didn't want it so plain. So again, and making the polka dots. That's okay, Diane, I understand. I wish I could get over there and see you. We will. Okay, so the polka dots, isn't that cute? It just makes it happier, right? So these are the three colors: Highland Heather, Daffodil Delight, and Flirty Flamingo. Say that quick 3 times. Now, this is super, super cute already, but look what happens when you add it to the gold. My word. No pun intended, my words. So again, squeeze out initial, glue, and then grab the applicator to the little pile you made of glue and push it around the word. Yes, this card has a lot of pieces. Yes, I'm going to let that set up. Yes, this card did not take 2 minutes, but it brought me such joy. And it gave me time to reflect and relax and be out in my little world. You know, so many of you tell me about your struggles. And isn't it nice that we have a craft that we can go out and forget about things for a little while? All right, so let's take this now that it's set up just a minute, and we're going to set it down right on the top part of this gold foil cutout. Okay, Diane, whenever you can. And just give me some notice so we can go to lunch or something. And there's the birthday. And then this gold foil attaches the two words together. Remember when I cut out the happy and the birthday, they were separate? Well, this puts them back to one if you want to use that. My door just opened and I don't want the cold air to get to my mom, so I'm going to go shut it real quick. Okay. I love the take your pick tool. Everyone should have one. Yes, for sure, for sure. Now, I didn't color the cake either, did I? Where is, oh yes, I did. Okay, but I forgot the candles. So when you're coloring this many things, when you go to use the individual item, you'll see what you forgot. Now look how pretty. Look how pretty this looks. And I chose this fold because I liked it hanging over a little bit and just opening it up and saying, treat yourself. Okay, so now remember though, it's hanging over, so the Y should not have any glue. Let's stop before we get to the Y, okay? Otherwise, what do we have? Sticky mess. So here's the happy's all good. And then we'll start with the B and we'll go all the way to the A and stop before the Y. And then you can, I'm going to place it all the way at the top and all the way at the edge here. Okay, happy birthday. And it's a little crooked, so the glue gave me time to move it. You guys love that? I just love it. Okay, so now we need the birthday cake, and I'm going to put this right here like this, and we're going to use 3, I think, dimensionals for this cake. 1 at the top, 1 in the middle, and 1, the paper came off before I asked it to, and 1 at the bottom. And then we'll set that down right at the bottom of the layered eyelet piece. Cute. All right, so again, silicone mat. Where did you go? Here you are. All right, so we're gonna need mini glue dots. This is what I use to attach the wheels to the basket. Mini glue dots. I've taught you that you can roll them up to make them smaller than they are originally. So you take your pick tool and you just roll that up to make it smaller, and you turn over your wheels and you just put mini glue dot on the back of the cart wheels right there. Do it again. You could use glue and let it set up if you want. Okay, and then I put it on the outside. I'm not sure if it goes on top or if it goes underneath, but I like it on top. Okay, so now we're going to turn it over to the back side. And let's look at the card here. And we're going to see that we have the bouquets of flowers all attached together. Now right here, there's a little indentation. So I use that to puzzle my pieces together like this. See how that just kind of went together like that? And then this one like that. So that told me that I could go close or far, but I needed just a little bit of glue here and a little bit of glue there. So let's turn these over and put the glue where we need it. Just a little bit, little. And then this is going to attach there. Always check so you don't get it in the wrong side. Hi, Tracy. And then we're going to attach. And I'm pinching. And then attach. The pink's going to be underneath. And pinch. And then you're going to want to go to your cart to see if it's going to fit in there or if you need to push them a little closer together before they're dry. That works. All right, so then this bottle, I want both the bottom and the top to show, so I'm just going to put a little bit of glue here on the daisies. Hi, Diane. Good morning. And let's put that there. Again, I want to see if it's going to fit in the cart. It does. And then we're going to have one laying under here, well, this way. And one laying the other direction, just for your eyes to have some eye candy like that. Okay, so for this one, all we need to do is put a little bit of glue here on the bracket. And then for the rest of them, all I have to do is, again, my technique. Let's look at where your items are going to be. Most of the grids, these 4 grid lines up here are good. These 4 and these 4. So let's do that. The top 4. The very top. And here. And there's already starting to set up. So now you just have to set this down. Okay, let's get this bottle on there first. And let's fill up the basket. What's Annie saying? Those are wine bottles, right? There could be whatever you want. You can make them wine, you can make them pop, you can make, soda, you can make them whatever you want them to be. Depends who you're sending it to. Okay, and then this one goes in with the neck the opposite direction, and it's just going to stick to that bracket because I put glue there, right? Okay. So I'm building it slow so you can keep up with me there. Let's move this back. And then you have a placement to decide. I wanted it to show right when the card gets opened. Thanks, Diane. And I want the handle to show, so I'm just going to move it over, play with it when it's dry. It doesn't have any ink on it yet. Glue on it yet. Okay, so I think I want the wheels all the way to the bottom, the flowers all the way to the edge. So now what I'm going to do is flip it over and just put glue on the big areas. I don't need to mess with the cart anymore. These big areas will hold it down. So what did I say? Wheels towards the bottom, floral flowers on the edge. That's all I had to remember, and then my handle shows well. Okay, there we go. Little bit of time put in this card, but I think it's so happy and so stinking cute. Who would not smile when they receive this with their gift, right? You could put, if you don't glue this all the way down and you're giving cash, you could fold your money up and put it in there too. And that's telling them to treat themselves with the money that you're giving them. Thanks, Lynn. You love how different it is. I haven't really been online to look at cards made with this set, so I'm glad it's different. Yay. I like the way it stands up too. So any questions before I go? I am setting up my garage sale items. I have not looked to see if everything that I, got out there is gone, but I'm trying to get that done. Your birthday's in July. Tell me the day, Diane. And so if you are interested in items that are already gone from the website, you can email me and ask me if I have them, and I will let you know, and then you can purchase them from me at a reduced price, usually 50% less than they were in the catalog. All right. You guys have a very, very, very good day. Excuse me while I write down July 22nd. Okay, and then, then I'll say, what was that? And be careful. Have a good time. Enjoy life. And thanks for being here. Bye-bye.